Nick.
All over the YouTube right now.
Interesting. Get fucking banned, I guess.
What if it's got nig detection built in?
Well, the word nig should be okay. That's someone's name. You've got to remember Niggle.
Yes, I do. I remember
Niggle
Niggle got the name change forced, right?
Not my character.
I
no.
think your Niggle did get forced name changed.
Not while I was actively playing it, and I'm very offended that they would do this.
I have a feeling it did get reported and banned. As in, not you just were forced to change it.
Very lame.
Yes.
Don't have real names anymore.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ, you're loud on stream.
Feel free to mute the stream. Or I can just mute the voices in stream if you like.
What do you want help with?
Look at version 3.7.20 for DLSS I have.
Very nice. I don't even see this on the screen right now.
Oh, should I change this to, like, the other mode? I'm gonna change my stream to...
I have to refresh to watch this, don't I?
Okay, the stream is now running on with HLS or whatever it is.
Yes! I see the stream. There it is.
What am I currently...
It froze again.
Okay, what am I currently seeing? Oh!
Nothing. I see a blank screen.
Do you want to like refresh or something?
Oh, what the fuck is going on? Every time I refresh it, it just plays like 2 frames and stops.
It's dropping frames now, actually, yeah. I see it's dropping frames. Why? Yeah. I see it's dropping frames. Why is it so trash, Alan?
This is why YouTube isn't as popular as... Twitch.
Yes. So, I reduced the bitrate, and it looks like it's not dropping frames now.
Wonderful.
Do you see video?
Yes, it seems to be fine now.
I click. How long?
What did you click? Because your mouse hasn't moved on my screen.
That's annoying. I clicked the anti-aliasing method button.
Oh, there we go.
That doesn't seem like much low latency.
Indeed.
Yeah, so I pick one of them here, and then the upscaling mode is separate. So, but do I want to pick this now, or should I just see what happens if I turn on RTX?
You should select DLSS for your upscaling. It's for your AA anti-aliasing. It's a lot better generally.
Leave upscaling off. What do I actually have? Just normal things. What does reflex even do? I don't want it. Where is RTX? Ray tracing. Ultra.
Enjoy like 4 frames per second. Is it shadows or all lighting?
I was leaving the text on the screen so you can read what it's saying. Do you see what it says?
Yes. It's very demanding.
We strongly recommend using upscaling with RTX. Oh, there's all the settings it's set to anyway now, with it on Ultra.
The fucking delay, man. It's actually insane. It's criminal.
Streamed to Twitch, but you wouldn't be able to read any of the text.
I'm sure those settings will be fine. I'm sure you'll get shit frames per second, though.
We've got look at all the things, though. You can see the shadows and everything, all the options you're asking about.
Indeed, but no, there's a thing called like path tracing, which is like significantly more demanding. Also called full ray tracing. With the Indiana Jones game, I go from a constant 60 to...
So I dropped from 117 to 67 in the lobby thing.
That seems about right.
I'm about to check briefly. I was going to drop to 40 there while I'm in this menu. No, it does say ray trace. I was checking if any of them said path traced. So it's now running at like 48, which, ooh, she feels not good. 35 with a swizzle.
Get that DLSS on for your upscaling.
We need to see what it looks like when you go into the actual test drive. Or just moving the mouse at like 40 FPS feels awful. 40 FPS? Oh, it feels bad. I missed the shot because of the lag. Oh, it feels so bad.
I haven't even caught up to that point yet. I can see you in the thing now. Holy shit, it looks good though.
It does look good. I'm still getting like 30 plus FPS.
It legitimately looks better. Like, even like just watching the YouTube stream, like legitimately it's like a lot better. Holy
yes,
shit.
It does look nice. There's not going to be much like reflective things I can look at in this area. The reflection in the water is pretty cool. Of the trees.
It also affects the shadows and shit as well.
Yeah.
Which, like, dynamic shadowing when you like move around and things move around is like pretty cool in general. It's hard to convey why it looks good though, isn't it? I don't really know how to describe in words why it looks good.
What will give us something to see? Oh my god, it feels so bad. I fired artillery at myself. The muzzle bloom flash is nice. The artillery felt very similar to normal. Should we enable some DLSS and see what happens with the frame rate?
Sure.
And how bad it looks in general?
I'm just catching up to the artillery moment right now.
I'm surprised the FPS isn't worse. Running on these settings.
Yeah, that's a 4K as well, right? Which
yeah,
is insane.
4K native, yeah. So I have quality, balance, performance, and ultra performance. Balanced?
Quality was 1080p for reference.
Is it not relative to your native?
Yeah, yes, it is. So I think performance is 1080p on 4K. I think the top option is 1440p rendering upscaled.
So try balanced or try quality?
I think try quality to begin with. But you can try them all and like see as the thing improves, right?
It is adjusting. Okay, so in the lobby, I've gone up to around 90 FPS. Or no, sorry, it was still loading stuff. It's dropped about 60 now when it was 40 before. But that feels a lot more responsive. Where it felt super laggy before, it doesn't feel super laggy. Like seeing like this FPS with the mouse and stuff is upsetting, but like otherwise it doesn't seem too bad. Oh, this feels so much better.
Can you tell it's upscaled though, is the question.
That was actually quite close. Not at a glance. Yeah, it feels way better. We're dipping down to like 49 FPS there, but like that's still like lows rather than highs.
Mm-hmm.
How did I not kill him?
On the video, I can't tell the difference in image quality.
No, it looks pretty good to be honest. Just gonna go over to the water.
I'm sure if you compared side by side, you could probably pixel peep and pinpoint the differences.
I feel like the reflections on this water are very not detailed.
This could be just a feature of not the upscaler, but just the game's implementation of ray tracing.
There's something about me that when the trees are in the distance, makes me want to say they look soft.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd have to be staring at it to kind of say that. Then naturally I'd want to zoom in to inspect it, and then obviously when I zoom in it looks fine. Oh, okay. On the barrel and the aerials, as I wiggle the barrel here, there is the tail smearing. Exactly the same effect as the tail smearing. You will see it.
Quick the stream quality. Yeah.
You see me sitting in front of the water and wiggling the camera side to side.
Yeah, I see it very specifically over the water. It's very noticeable, right?
So what? Yeah. I guess it's ray tracing over the water, and specifically there, it's
there's missing information kind of thing, and it's struggling.
It's exactly the same thing as what the tail smearing was.
Hmm. Maybe DLSS 4 will fix this though. That's what they're supposed to be fixing.
Can I actually adjust this whilst in game? If I just disable DLSS, which I can do while in game. I know it still smears, just with RTX.
Right, turn off.
This ring looks worse now.
Did you turn off? What did you turn on or off? I
just turned DLSS back to native. I said it'll still be using DLSS for anti-aliasing, right?
I was gonna say yeah, change it to not that.
What was I using before? TAA.
TAA is very similar in terms of ghosting sometimes, but yeah, I'm seeing you upgrade to native right now.
Yeah, it looks worse, but very similar, but worse. With TAA.
TAA has ghosting issues, always has.
What should I click instead? FXAA HQ?
I think that's just a blur filter. I don't know.
I can either choose FXAA, TAA, or TSR if we're not using super sampling.
We just turn off anti-aliasing entirely and
hello.
See if the ghosting is there.
Yep, the ghosting is still there with it off.
Interesting. Plot twist? It's always been there, you've just never noticed it until now. Because when you're playing, you're too busy concentrating.
Just turning off ray tracing, assuming I can do that while I'm in game. Which I actually can, that's pretty nice. Yeah, it does not happen without ray tracing.
Interesting.
So it's a ray tracing issue.
This will be the situation where, because the thing has moved, it can't calculate the
light points, whatever, yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
On Ultra, and let's turn AA back to DLSS, and then let's set it to balanced rather than quality. Oh, she feels smoother. So rather than 60 highs, we're getting 75 highs.
That's pretty playable for this type of game, though.
I feel the tank is now soft. The sharp edges on it, the cupola and stuff, are now soft. The enemy tank looks soft as well. It looks smooth and I would want to rub my body against it. How the fuck did that not kill him?
I can't really tell on stream.
What was the explosion as well? Jesus. Yeah, it looks soft. Not super soft. The average person wouldn't notice, but being used to looking at it in 4K, it looks soft.
But the question is it soft enough that you would not like to play like this?
Yes, because sometimes there are very specific things you want to aim at, and I would struggle to see them with the softness.
still looks better on average, I would say. Like, I can't really tell the softness on stream, but like, I think the lighting is still like markedly better.
I mean, I can always just turn ray tracing to not ultra.
That is true, yeah.
Like, what if I set DLSS back to quality and set, well, alter the game's based on ultra as well. Set it down to like medium. I haven't really bothered with any of these things, but what is RTR resolution? Reflections of resident. Oh, so half resolution reflection rendering. That sounds like
Is
that
that
would
already
save
on?
that was not on before, but it is now. That sounds like that would save a lot of performance.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just see what it looks like.
I'm hearing you say I could always turn ray tracing to not ultra right now on stream. So
Nice.
far behind.
So I'm getting like nearly 100 FPS now. I did that like
You're right.
splash. Still building as well.
And the stream froze. Easy.
I'm not dropping frames.
Refresh.
It's a nice explosion. I would say the lighting does look better. There was some weirdness on the river at the distance. And yeah, again, when the aerials go across the river, it makes the edges around the aerials have loads of like sunlight on them.
Hmm.
Like, obviously, aerials don't produce sunlight. Yeah, and that, so at a distance, the river looks a bit weird. Like halos around the edges of objects in front of it. Yeah, like when you see the aerials, you're like... Or like the tank, if I got the tank in the way, like there's a... Not just the like... Not like the same effect as before so much as just generally like... Imagine there was a beam of light hitting it where the aerial is. Which is kind of distracting, actually. Like it does draw my attention.
Yeah, I see the edges around the aerial. That's very odd.
The lighting on the fire looks a lot better.
I think overall it does look better, though. I think that would be a fair assessment.
Yes, I would not disagree with that assessment. And this FPS is now playable. Like, this is 100 plus. That's interesting. So I've come over here, and now for the most, like, the haloing around the aerials is way less. Yeah, then if I turn around back the other side, I think maybe it depends what's reflecting. In areas where it's reflecting quite a light thing already, it doesn't lighten it further. But where it's dark, like it does. Weird.
Very odd. I think I will install War Thunder again, just to play around with these settings as well.
Where is the... Oh, there it is. It's pretty out. As my crew was warning me, there is a aircraft like in this in this direction, and I'm like, I genuinely don't see it, but it's at like many thousands of feet. No, I don't know why the aerials on this side are so like it cause so much flickery. Not flickering, you know what I mean? The drama. But what if I leave the DLSS on and go by ray tracing? Lighting does look way flatter. Yeah, Alan, you've ruined the game for me.
Anytime, friend.
The lighting and the water look fucking terrible.
ray tracing, friend. It is literally the future. Sorry, Hatios.
But I'm getting
purchasing a
190
5090.
FPS now using DLSS.
Buy a 5090.
Even this DLSS is like performing way better than the last time I messed with DLSS. Well, that was really close.
Indeed, they
Like-
have made a lot of improvements over the years.
Although I guess maybe tank is easier to like approximate.
I mean, than a blue animal alien thing
Yes.
with a tail that's very thin. Oh yes, I just see the lighting change, and it is just worse.
Yes. What if I?
It doesn't look bad. It just looks slightly worse. I don't know how to describe it.
Do I want ray traced water? If I'm deciding, yes, I think water's probably important. Oh no, I need dynamic shadows also traced, otherwise it's not worth tracing them. I can probably deal with that. I'm going custom now and slightly adjusting the. Ooh. Oh yeah, there you go. That million's fine for that. Yeah. Okay. I've just adjusted some of the things customly. It's nice that lets you turn this on and off whilst like in game.
Indeed.
I feel like most
I mean,
games
there's
would
no
be
reason
like
it
you need
shouldn't
to.
allow you to do that.
I feel like most games would be like you must engine restart or whatever. The water looks considerably better with it on, apart from the aerials doing the aerial thing.
But I think, in my opinion, ray tracing is the generational leap in graphical fidelity that we have both been saying hasn't really happened in a long time.
Yes.
Like, I do genuinely believe it is that much better. But it's hard to put your finger on it. It doesn't it doesn't transform the way the game looks or anything, right? Like if you were to not see them side by side or play around with it, you probably wouldn't even notice or care. But then once you actually pay attention to it and realize what's going on, it is markedly better.
I turned my tree range up a little and did negatively affect the FPS.
Just remember, Mr. Hatios, resolution is just a number.
I mean, so is penis size, but it still matters. Or should we be a bit more edgy and go with so's age?
No, I made that joke on Discord the other day. Some people were not happy.
How
about
mad
it.
was everyone? You can't say that. Should we turn on old video card support whilst playing with DirectX 12 with RTX?
I feel that would not be a good idea. But
I imagine
who
you
knows?
lose most of these options, I guess. What if I set it to ultra performance? What resolution will this be?
720p.
Ooh, she does not look good. But the FPS is good. Alan, this looks worse than 720p. This looks like it could be running on a mobile phone. Look at that fire. You can see the pixels are like... That can't be 720p. The pixels look like... I'm gonna say like 480p. Look at that tank that I'm aiming near. It's like...
Give it 3 weeks to catch up. Don't worry, I will see it eventually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure ultra performance is 720p for a 4K display.
When I zoom in, it doesn't look that bad actually. Like at a distance, it looks fucking terrible. And at a distance is kind of important. The other thing is like
Okay, so honestly, on stream, it's not that bad looking.
Okay, I can see squares for the smoke.
I'm sure.
So the other thing, like if you see where I'm aiming now, I assume I'm now aiming at like nothing. Yeah, like I'm just aiming. I've moved forward slightly. I'm aiming just at the floor.
You're currently just aiming between the tanks, looking at the flames. I don't know.
Flames.
Well, the flames are now gone, but yeah.
You will see me wiggle slightly and then kind of look at the floor.
See you shooting your gun at the tank. Your machine gun, anyway.
Let me know when I'm stationary.
You're now moving. Wiggled the turret slightly side to side, and now you're not doing anything.
Yes, so... Can you tell that there is a tank just above the red circle?
No.
Because
No,
I
cannot.
absolutely can't.
Don't adjust the camera view and then change the
I've already adjusted it, but I can put it back,
DLSS,
yeah.
To be fair, I can see the shimmering on the grills on the tank as well. Your tank, for reference, like,
Yes.
I would say it looks better than native 720p, probably. But I think it's at the point where it's quite distracting, and
Yes. No, it was genuinely, like, bad. If you were here to see the screen, you would understand.
if you
I've
had
changed
a
it.
like £100 graphics card though, and you could achieve this, maybe that would be fine for some people as a trade-off.
Not in a competitive-ish game.
I don't think most people play War Thunder as competitive though. You can see the tank when you zoom in though, pretty clearly.
Yeah, that was just to show you where it is. But, like, you can see how, like, it was completely, like... You could barely even tell there was a rock or something there. It was just, like...
You could tell something was there.
Barely.
In fairness, on stream, I still can't tell it's a tank.
Okay, well, you can see it now, can't you? Has it done the, like, extra... There was, like, a couple of seconds later it did another, like,
Yeah,
rendering pass?
it kind of popped
Yep.
into existence. It still
Yep.
doesn't really... I don't know.
So, no, I would look at this when scanning the like, sight lines, and I would see this and be like, that is a tank-shaped object. I would be like, it is a tank. Whereas previously, I would not have even looked at it because it looks the same as every terrain.
If I run your stream in 4K instead of 1440p, I can kind of make out more detail on the tank shape.
Yeah. I mean, I can't... I'm not looking at it going, oh, that's obviously a T-90 or whatever. I'm just like, there is something there that looks not rock-shaped.
Indeed.
And is reflecting in some ways. So I would then investigate. Previously, it could be a bush, it could be a rock, it could just be a part of the terrain. I could not tell at all. And that is very, very important in this game.
Indeed.
I have no ammunition.
It could be the stream, but it still looks like there's flickering on some of the grills on your tank.
Where?
The circular one.
You like vents for the engine?
Yeah, like the grill on it specifically, like it's kind of flickering. I don't really know how else to describe it.
Yes it is, if I stare at it, but it's flickering in like the way raindrops normally drop in this game. But I don't see any rain.
Now that I see it, I don't think I can unsee it though, is the thing.
If I'm... okay, there. When it reloads, you'll see. I need to erect this for you. Oh, it's not just the grills. I saw it on the back of the tank there.
Yeah, indeed. Is it just
that
raining very
looks
lightly?
like rain. That is how the game renders rain on things. Although I see it around the bottom reflecting off like the floor. Actually, you know what? That, looking at it from the perspective it's in now, where I'm facing like from the back corner of the tank, lower down, and I can see shimmering all over the tracks and the back of the tank. This looks like the room looked in Avatar when I said it looked wet. This is what I was trying to describe as wet. But yeah, like it looks like there's like... Imagine there was a pool behind it, which was rippling water and had a light shining on the pool. It looks like that.
Yeah, it's quite distracting now that I can see it, you know.
It's not being caused by the engine either. Just checking in case it was like the exhaust smoke causing it or something. It's not.
It doesn't look like artifacting either though, right? It's weird.
What if I move away from that potential water source? Because there is potential water next to where it stopped. Yeah, it's just like little spots are flashing as if it was raining. Yeah. How strange. Honestly, I could play the game and not notice that, though, because I'm not normally very still looking at my tank in detail.
This is the kind of thing that my eyes are sometimes quite sensitive to. Like, once I become aware of it, I can't
No,
figure out to
I
see it.
do get what you mean, but I mean, I'm spending basically the entire time moving around, scanning sightline, and looking like this, like, the whole time.
You should just
So,
be
like,
playing the game at like 1080p, not
yeah.
giving a fuck done.
No, but then I can't see the things.
Just like
I
zoom
tried
with
to
your
play.
eyes.
I told you, didn't I? When I was away at Epic Lux, I tried to play this on my laptop, which is for 1080p but 240 FPS, and just trying to play at 1080p, regardless of it being a smaller screen, just not having the like size of the screen combined with resolution. I'm sat pushing my nose up against the display trying to see things, and still can't see fucking shit.
Indeed.
Like,
This is why I find it interesting that esports is mostly done at 1080p.
but I think, like, most shooting games and things, the way stuff's rendered, like, I don't think it matters. Like, as in, I think you don't get any disadvantage. But, like, in this game, like, you just, like, I can see better on 4K. Straight up. But so you see, like, while I'm doing this, like, I'm not looking in detail at the tank.
Indeed.
And so, like, I don't care if it's, like, slightly flickering on the body. It's just not relevant.
I mean, as a trade-off for the better lighting, it might still just be worth it.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. It's more just, am I happy to play at this FPS? Because, like, at 90-ish, like, I'm, at this point, like, the lows I'm getting are the point where I start noticing it's not smooth.
Intriguing. For me, it's not actually like the FPS so much as the FPS consistency that I notice.
But the FPS seems relatively consistent, actually, like, between 90 and 105-ish. And it's not, like, flapping all over the place. It's like when you move to, like, a scene more in it, it goes down a little bit, like, as you're panning. That was a nice try. But, like, that's just kind of the point where I start becoming sensitive to the fact that it's not smooth, and it's, like, I can see separate individual circles on the screen while aiming, for example. Like, when you're panning, the trees kind of judder rather than not juddering and stuff, like, in my mind. You know what I mean.
I understand that.
I probably will try and play this and see what it's like.
It does look nice though.
Yes. Well, Thunder's always done a pretty good job of looking nice, especially with the scale of the game.
Indeed.
But it's their own engine, right?
I'd be surprised if it was only them that use it. What's it called?
I don't know.
War Thunder engine. The Dagor engine. Apparently it's an open source game engine used by Gaijin Entertainment and War Thunder enlisted. Yeah, it does appear to be their own engine.
I believed it was their own engine. I haven't looked into it in detail, but I'm sure I read somewhere that it was their own engine. I wonder. Okay, now I've got a question, which is worth.
Okay, so it was developed originally by Gaijin Entertainment, and in 2005, the separate company Dagor Technologies was established for continued development. They created it, but they're no longer the company that develops it.
Right, I am going to see what a night battle looks like. In a tank with no thermals. Oh, that looks beautiful.
With HDR, someone shines a torch in your eye, immediately goes blind.
Not gonna lie, with the OLED monitor, when you're like, okay, I mean, obviously this is unplayably useless, but like it looks very nice. And when I fire the gun, the flash is like epilepsy-inducing. I hear the plane. I don't see the plane.
Watching you select nighttime.
Oh, I think I saw something. No? No, it's gone this way.
Oh, the lighting when you fire.
Yes, the light when you fire is like sick. Can I find an enemy to shoot without using the night vision? Which way am I facing? Oh, thankfully I've got the indicator for that. What is that reflection? Oh, there's a fire behind a load of solid ground and some, like, small buildings that's reflecting on a puddle. thermals. Cheating, turn them off. Oh, I see engine. I didn't get to see the explosion from that outside. I'll fix that for next time. That looks really nice, though. The next guy, there he is.
It's a shame YouTube like crushes the quality.
I was hoping with it being so dark, there'd be less to upload and it would then look better. Because then all the, like, 20k or 20 megasecond I'm sending should be, like, useful data.
Nah, it hates like just dark. Like I don't know, like you get all the sort of square sort of texture popping or what you call it. Ooh, bro, the fucking explosion of the enemy tank though was insane.
And the reflection of it in the water and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the bridge? Oh, it is there.
Oh wait, now that Hatios is a RTX fanboy, are you purchasing a 5090 on release day?
I'll consider purchasing a 50 something. I like how that killed it, and then still bounced off and went into the fucking heavens. Oh wow, I hit him there in that shot, which you'll see in like 30 seconds with the actual Sabo, not with the shell. Even though it's like... What is that? 400 meters away. That one went straight through and went into the heavens as well. Yeah, the fire in the night battles looks really nice with the ray trace lighting. Oh, I'm hitting something. That's just night vision for a second. There we go. It also looks very vibrant on this display. That was a miss. Oh wow, you sort of hit the ground and the tree line in the background and shatter. Wati will look pretty nice in this, I imagine. That's interesting, the light interacting with the smoke on the RT shell, actually, or like on the ranging shell. Looks cool. That look cool.
Honestly, the orange like fire effect is like it feels warm. I don't know how to describe it other than that. Like it's pretty cool.
One thing just before we finish. You will like me aiming at this tank. Like the difference between thermals and no thermals.
Ah, yes. With no thermals, there's nothing there. It's just black.
Yes. You can see why thermals, compared to not having thermals in a night game, is like GG.
Ruins the suspense, bro. It's basically hacking.
It's like also when you look at the binoculars, they have a really good job with like lens effects. Like even when you're exterior, there's some like camera lens effects for like lighting and stuff. But like you'll see in a minute when I'm driving towards it, looking at the fire with the binoculars, like it looks sick.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
I did notice it a bit before. Like, I mean, I've always noticed it in the game, but it looked really cool when I noticed when I was just panning the camera around the burning tank before.
I like how you've gone from I don't care about ray tracing to I'm gonna leave this on maybe.
We'll try.
I do think the
It did
performance
not reap
cost
the
is
performance
pretty
as
high.
much as I was expecting, to be honest. I
Yeah,
was
I think
expecting turning it on at 4K Ultra to be like GG 5 FPS, not 30
indeed.
FPS. Oh, when does this
It
booster
depends
expire?
like how much ray tracing they're doing, right? I think path tracing is the like turbo demanding thing.
Yes, I have.
I'm not sold on frame gen though, personally.
Let's throw those two boosters on and go for a quick battle because I need to use one of them within 50 minutes.
Upscaling, I think, makes sense in
I thought you
terms of
said the
like
frame gem was good.
it it works. It's
Magical.
smoother, but the problem I have with it is that if I'm getting 30 FPS and I'm using frame gen to get to 60, it still feels like 30. Now, if I'm getting like 100 FPS and I double it to 200, then I don't give a shit. It just
Oh.
looks smoother.
Oh
It
dear.
feels fine. What have you done?
There was so my game loaded and then immediate crash.
Not enough VRAM.
Um, I assumed because it was working in test drive it would be fine, but it loaded. I selected my spawn location, pressed go, then it froze for a moment, then immediate crash.
Yes, I see you switch to a dark screen. I assume that is a crashing occurring.
Yes. Is the game open? Yes, it is. It took a while to think about opening that. I'm watching the VRAM usage as it opens.
How much VRAM do you have? It's 10 gigs, right?
12 gigs.
12 gigs.
3080 Ti, bro.
That's what I have on my card. 12 gigs enough for like, games in 2025, right?
So I'm currently using, as I'm loading into the battle, 8.8 gigs, 9.2 gigs.
Yeah, I think VRAM issue then, probably.
This is dedicated, so not total GPU memory, just dedicated GPU memory. 10.2, 10.4. It's settled at 10.4. I'm clicking. Spawn. I am in battle. And it's staying at 10.2 gigs.
Maybe all the changing of settings, like, filled up more VRAM previously, and it didn't, like,
Perhaps.
dump
Guy
until the game
looks like
crashed.
he is on fire. Ooh, there was a momentary stutter there. I'm getting more FPS now than I was in the thing before. I
Different
also see
environment, though, right?
softness that I wasn't seeing before. It's not like what. My tank is way softer than it was previously.
Has it adjusted the settings on the fly?
No,
for
I just
you?
checked. But like, not according to what it says.
Oh, I can see it looking softer in stream, actually.
Like,
Like, the actual materials of the tank look fine, it's the edges that look softer.
yeah, like. I don't know, it doesn't look softer now.
We're just loading in assets and
Maybe?
whatnot.
But I'm also getting significantly more FPS than I was in the test. Well, there's no trees on this map, to be fair. I've got a laser on this one. No, I don't. Oh, I knew I spent too long looking over there. Oh, and I've got all my boosters on as well, I need to not fuck around. Should not just poke out over the top of the thing for no reason, it's a bad idea. Yeah, it doesn't look super soft now, like it did when it started.
I think probably just loading in assets then. Like,
But I'm still getting like 135 FPS, which is completely fine. That's like similar to what I normally get.
CPU bottleneck normally, maybe, with your 9800X3.
CPU's
I
at
see you died.
43%. I spent too long looking at one side, which I knew was dangerous, but I was concentrating more on like just looking around and shit.
See that they also announced a asynchronous compute type thing where part of their low latency bullshit, where they can actually get better than native latency by essentially just moving the pixels around when you move your mouse, and then generating like the unknown sort of areas of the screen. Like, it's honestly wild. Pretty cool though. Like, I gotta give them credit. Like, they're actually. So I don't think Nvidia did this for gamers. I think obviously they want to sell AI, like accelerators to data center. But they're turning it into an advantage anyway, which is pretty cool. They could have just gone, nah, we don't care.
The guy killed him.
I'm pretty sure every other company would have just not cared and just sort of screwed over the gaming market.
You know how it's like, I don't need more power, and this feels fine.
Mm-hmm.
As in, like, oh, that's a vehicle there. Why was there an M22 in this game? Oh, I'm dead. Oh. Can I still move? I can. Let's just get out of here. Jesus. Reverse. I killed the M22 though, which is like a tiny, ultra-low tier tank.
I want to install War Thunder tonight though. Oh, I see you killing him as you come over the rise. He stood out a lot with his like American style camouflage all over his fucking tank though. Holy shit.
Oh, that's a plane. Please don't tap me while I'm repairing. Where are you? Did it die? No, it didn't die.
Gun in action.
Friendly. For reference, if you're on battery power because your engine's down, wiggling the turret just depletes it faster.
Makes sense.
I hear jet noises. Am I dead? Oh, they're not going for me, it's fine. There is one coming for me. I survived! I took like no damage. A10. Oh, I tried.
I assume if the battery gets depleted, you can no longer do things until it's repaired. Until the tank is
until the
repaired,
tank.
and
No, you can still do things, but it's very slow.
Okay.
Then, like, presumably the crew can still manually crank the turret and stuff, but with no assistance. Speed is not the one. Should reload faster. Oh, he can't aim down here because he's at that angle. Nice. More missiles. Where is the A10? Oh, that drone that just got killed. As I was saying, that was like a small mini drone that like the light tank can throw out. That did not look good. The way the game does it, it deliberately like blows it up when you're not zoomed in to make it obvious where it is. Otherwise, it'd be tiny and hard to see. And like it looked like a real blurry mess. I think whatever this game does to make it like look bigger already is making it blurry. The A10, is it still around? I didn't see it die. That. What's that? Oh shit, right there. Oh, it's friendly. I accidentally turned off my UI, so I couldn't see that it was friendly. Because I was talking to you, I pressed the zoom button when like Z is zoom. Like Z is like the big zoom. And Alt Z is turn off UI, the same as in Warcraft. Like in a lot of games I've copied it from Warcraft. It's like if you were doing screenshots or video recording and stuff and you want no UI,
Indeed,
Alt
yeah.
Z. And I pressed it, I saw the little drone, then I saw that tank, I was like, oh shit, the guy's right there, and I shot at him with no markers or anything, just like aiming manually, and it was like, oh, it's friendly.
I just saw this happen in real time. Beautiful. What a retard.
Right, where are the bitches? bich down there that can actually shoot me and up there. Keep looking. His cannon's out. Do I just go for the ammo? I think I do.
Armor piercing loaded. Target destroyed.
Aiming for me, I don't know.
Armor piercing loaded.
Not cause any real damage. Dead though. Oh, that's not good. How dead am I? Oh, not dead. Yeah. Nig respawned right when I peaked the rise. You can't just go peeking like that, can you, Alan?
It's a very evil thing to say, friend.
I said you can't just go peeking. Wouldn't the pedos be like, yes, I peek?
Yeah, but they always say that you can, because the people don't suspect them.
Do you remember Fungum?
No.
Okay. Target, target, target. Bring the barrel down, barrel down, barrel down.
I've never
Enemy
heard
down.
of this before. I assume it's this little...
No, no, Fungum is one of Swifty's friends from Scarborough.
Oh. So it's got nothing
Who
to
used
do
to play
with
League of Legends all the time and stuff.
I see.
He may actually be a paedophile.
Oh. How do you know this?
Swifty has told me much information. Like, he has cut off ties with everyone, disappeared, been accused of it. He's got court hearings and a variety of other things. That were like worse, that like, and wouldn't deny that it was true to Swifty, amongst other things.
Hmm.
It doesn't seem like just a witch hunt. It seems like it's gone much, much further than being a witch hunt.
Disturbing. Why are people like this?
I don't know. Enough messing with this for today. But, yes,